Okay, so I'm back. I finished up um, polishing that one boot. So just to reiterate, this is my entire polishing kit right here. So I've got my toothbrush, my buffing brush, my applicator brush, my polish, my polishing cloth, lighter fluid for stripping, and my old polishing cloth for stripping. So don't use your new one with your lighter fluid. Don't use your old one with your polish. Keep those two together. Keep those two together. Okay? The only thing that's not in there is this. This is a piece of pantyhose or nylons. Now, some of the male viewers may be a little bit weary about pantyhose, but I'll show you exactly why it is important to have this. This is a godsend. This will get you out of so many jams, and I'm going to show you exactly why. So I've got my personal parade boots here. These are the ones that I always wear. These are the ones that I just stripped down a couple days ago. I'm still working on the shine, bringing them back up. So what I'm going to do is show you exactly what I mean about this pantyhose and why it's such a good piece of kit to have in your polishing kit. So I'm going to grab one of these boots. Let's turn the light back on here so that you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so this is my boot. The polish is dried out, or dried into the boot completely now, so I'm not worried about it pushing it around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to purposely scuff this boot. So now I got a nice few scuffs put into the heel of my boot. And to those of you who are cringing, this is going to fix it without polish. So let's say that you're just about to go on parade. You've spent a couple hours polishing your boots, you stripped them down, brought them back up to that nice high shine, and then all of a sudden you kick something. You get a nice little scuff on the tip of your boot or on the heel like I do there, or some jackass kicked you or stepped on your boot. Well, you can fix it. You fold up your piece of nylon, nice and even and smooth, and you start rubbing. And after a few seconds, these were pretty bad scuffs. So the polish even came off on my knuckles. So after a few seconds, the big scuffs are just about gone. So earlier when I was talking about swirlies in your polish, this piece of pantyhose will get rid of your swirlies. Any scratches on the surface, any dust, scuffs, anything like that, this will get rid of it. So like I said, just fold it up nice and neat like that. I got a bit of dust on my boot here, a couple swirlies here because like I said, I polished these a couple days ago, and the polish is now dried, so I'm not worried about pushing the polish on the surface of the boot anymore. If I was to do this with the one that I just finished, the polish would just move around and you'd make it worse. But now that the polish is dried, like I can see some swirlies here. They're really difficult to see on the camera, but all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pantyhose, put it on there, and just not rough on. You're not putting pressure on here. You're just lightly rubbing over the surface. And that will get rid of all of those little swirlies, little scratches, the dust, all that stuff. So that's done. So there will probably be some feedback with people saying, well, I've got different boots, I've got the new style boots, they're harder to polish. Well, I've got a bit of a lineup here that I'm going to show you. So we'll start over on this side. These are the boots that I just did. So that's the bad one there. The one that's still really beat up, needs to be stripped down and repolished. And the one that I just finished for this tutorial. Here's a pair of Oxfords. They've got a nice high sheen on them. Very nice compared to that. Same type of sheen on the one that I polished. Here's the new style boot. Like I said, they're a little bit more squared off on the toe. They've got a lot thicker sole compared to these ones over here. But the shine is still there. Still a mirror. Couple scratches on this one here. Take that out with the pair of pantyhose. Right? And then the old style again. So 4 different pairs of boots, all polished to a high standard, mirror finish. Not a lot of work. So these boots over here that I just did, that one boot, with all the video time and everything, took about 2 hours. So that's not a whole lot of time. And I did it all in one go. You don't have to, like I said before, break it up, strip the boots one day, put the base coat on another day, day after or a couple days later, then start spit shining. Okay? And with my boots down here, I've let those sit for a couple days now. I'm going to put a couple more coats of polish on them, and they're going to be done. So, if you have any questions, please leave some comments. Let me know what you think. A lot of people have asked me if I burn shine my boots. I have. Burn shining boots is very dangerous to do because it's very easy to ruin your boots. I have successfully burn shined boots. If you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. If you are at all hesitant about burn shining boots, don't do it. It's a real good way to ruin your boots, and you'll never get them to shine again. Basically what happens is, as soon as that flame touches leather, your boot's done. You will never get that one spot to shine again. And you'll see it every time you polish your boots. Every time you strip your boots down, you will see that one spot, and it will never look the same again. So I highly recommend not burn shining boots unless you are very experienced doing it. Then, of course, by all means. This is not the only way to polish boots. This is the old school way to polish boots, and the way that has worked for me for 15 years. So, again, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I appreciate the feedback. Thanks.